There are mothers, our sisters, our daughters, our nieces, our cousins, our friends.
They didn't care how they murdered us. They didn't care how they dumped our bodies, and this is representation of that.
So the Urban Indigenous Strategy and local Indigenous youth have partnered in creating a missing and murdered Indigenous women and girls exhibit called Honoring Our Sisters. The exhibit will be inside as well as outside Dundurn Castle. We'll also have some panels with pictures of women sharing their stories.
I'm angry that this is allowed to happen in this country. There's always an excuse when we talk about these women. There's a woman that's gone murdered or missing. Well, she was a prostitute. Well, she was a drug addict. So, they're still people. These are our people that are gone missing. These are human beings. Regardless of their race, regardless of their age, regardless of their gender identity, their sexuality, what they do for work. It's regardless. These are human beings that are being killed, that are being taken, trafficked.
I feel so honored to be able to bring this exhibit from a dream to reality. Utilizing my skills to bring awareness to the MMIW movement has allowed me to use my voice, strength, and spirit to nurture all women of my community. I feel strong knowing that when my grandchildren ask me someday what I did to help, I can recount this experience.
In June 2019, the Missing and Murdered Indigenous Women and Girls Inquiry Report was released. The City of Hamilton is committed to the calls for justice. And to bring the community and the police together at this exhibit so they can start to have these conversations. And how important it is that our women are sacred and that we need to respect our women and that we are still women. Indigenous women are still women. Doesn't matter their race or culture.
What's important and what we want to convey to everyone is the important issue of the justice that's needed for the missing and murdered women. That is, 4% of Indigenous women make up the Canadian population, but 16% are found murdered.
It's important to the youth in the community also to learn and also give awareness so that they aren't putting themselves in this situation and so they know what to look for. And also it shows the community and other people that this is happening in the world and it's happening still today. This is happening now.
When we just talk about the missing and murdered Indigenous women and girls, it's just words. But when you see dresses, that's an actual physical thing that people will notice, and then they'll realize that somebody wore that dress at one time. One of them is my cousin. When we do family gatherings, we do talk about that also because their body was never found. It leaves you empty, I guess, because there's always something missing. It's very heartbreaking.
We gathered the different stories of certain missing and murdered Indigenous women and girls from across Canada, across the United States, across North America, and we put them basically on exhibits. These are very graphic and violent stories, and they need to be shared. These women were here when they killed. There were women in Hamilton that were killed. There were women, like this happens in Canada.
I hope that by awareness and by building strong relationships with the police and healthcare and social services, I hope that there is a solution to this problem.
Everyone from all of Canada, the government level, institutions, municipalities, the police, everyone, we all need to be involved in this. We are the life givers. We are the center of everyone's home. If it wasn't for our mothers or our grandmothers, where would we be today?